morning, everyone. So today, the chapter I'm going to start especially for class 10. Okay, 10 WB. And the chapter that actually this chapter we have already finished doing the exercises, but I have not explained you all the stories. So today I'm going to explain this story. What is it all about? So before going towards the story, let's just go ahead with the author. The Cat, written by Andrew Barton Patterson. He's from Australia. So this writer, he was born in the year 1864 and he died in the year 1941. He was from Australia. He was an Australian poet. Poet means a person who writes a poem. And he was not only a poet but even a journalist. Journalist means a person who travels to different places collecting the news and publishing it in the magazines, and also he was even a journalist as well as he was even an author. Author means a person who writes a story. So who wrote extensively on Australian life. So whether he wrote a poem, whether he wrote any news or messages or information or any stories, basically he focused on the lifestyle of the people of Australia. Okay. Who wrote his notable works, his important works till date that we remember so far are Wild Zine, Matilda, and The Man from Snowy River. These are the names of some of the books, some of the works that he have done so far till date, which made him very famous, which made him prolific writer. Okay, so please note down this importance. Okay, so here we'll start with a summary of the story. What is the story all about? It's about a cat. Already you have understood looking at the topic of the story that the story is related with the cat. So see, this text, that is the story, it describes in a minor detail. It describes in detail the daily activities of a cat. I hope that cat is a very familiar creature. Some of us, we keep the cat as a pet animal at home. Maximum of us, we have a cat at home. And if you get a time to notice the daily activities of cats at home. What is its daily routine? What does it do? What it doesn't do? The behavior of a cat, the character, the behavior, the habit of a cat. We are fond of that, isn't it? So this story here also we are going to study about the detailed activities of a cat in his daily life. Okay. The humorous narrative takes us into the world of cats. The humorous narrative. Humorous means very funny. Okay, humorous means funny. This story, it takes us to the world of cats. That how they are. What do we think about the cat? They are not like that. We think that cats are gentle, kind-hearted, and very timid creature. But in comparison to that, cats are something to the other. Okay, it's not even a gentle, it's not even a timid. So the word of and indicates us to that they may not be the gentle and timid creatures that we take them for. We think these cats are very gentle and very timid. But in comparison to the cats, if you notice, what they show, they are not that from inside. So it is much clever. It's much this cat are the green, very serious fighter. Okay, so when we go through the stories in detail, we'll just come to know about the activities of a cat. So these are the summaries, please note down. Okay, most people think that a cat is an unintelligent animal fond of ease and care little for anything but mice and milk. Most of the people, they think that these cats are not intelligent, it is not fond of ease, it's not entertainer, and it doesn't care. But this cat are just fond of its food, that is milk and mice. But a cat has really more character than most human beings. But the writer, he is stating that this cat, it has more character than the human beings and gets a great deal more satisfaction out of life. And this, if you notice a cat at home about its character, you'll be satisfied. He or she is an athlete. He or she means cat might be a male or a female. So whether that's a male or whether it's a female, very good athlete is. Not only athlete but even an acrobat and even a green fighter. Acrobat means, it means one who entertains through its physical activities. Okay. So this cat is a acrobat and a grim fighter. Grim means serious. All day long, the cat loafs about the house, takes things easy, and allows himself to be pestered by the attentions of people in the house. So if you have noticed the cat throughout the day, since it gets up in the morning, it just gets round to all the houses. It just go from the one room to the other and to the other and to the other, because cat loves to be pampered by the house masters, by its masters. To pass the time away, he sometimes watches a mouse for an hour or two just to keep himself from dying of boredom. Boredom means lazy. Okay. So some of the days we find that this cat's wherever it sees a hole, a patch of hole inside the house, it just sits in front of the hole to see whether it's food or whether its enemies coming nearby or not, so that he could attack that mice or a rat, because it doesn't want to feel lazy sometimes. People get this idea that this sort of thing is all that holds life for a cat. And this is a daily routine that we mostly find what cat does at home. But watch him as the shades of evening fall. You can see the cat as he really is. Morning to the afternoon, that is whatever the cat shows through its activities, that is not a real one. But it really shows its activities in the evening time from 5 onwards, 5 p.m. onwards. When the family sits down to tea, 4 o'clock, it's a tea time for all of us. So when we sit for a tea, the cat puts in an appearance to get its share. So the cat, wherever it, whichever the corner is, or whether it comes to sleeping, it must have gone out to somewhere else. But it reaches home particularly at 4 o'clock, because it knows the time that this is the time for its masters to eat and to drink tea. And some way or the other, the cat shows its appearance that yes, I am also present for a tea time. He purrs slow, noisily and rubs himself against the legs of the family members. And the family members, wherever they are sitting and they are enjoying with their snacks, cat, it just goes near to the family members and it tries to rub his face and just takes out a certain kind of a sound. That's purr, P-U-R-R, purr. Okay, it's a kind of a sound that the cat usually creates. So with this sound, the cat is giving a hint to all the family members that he also needs something to eat. If there is a guest at the table, the cat is particularly civil to them, because the guest is likely to have the best of what is offered. But the day when any guest, any outsider visit home, any strangers, any guest comes at home, we give them a very good hospitality, right? We make them sit in a very good place, we offer them with a very good foods. So whenever cat sees a very new face at home, it understands that the guest has arrived. And cat tries to show its good behavior in front of that guest, so that the guest, looking at the cat, the guest might be happy and will give him something to eat. Sometimes instead of giving him something to eat, the guest stoops down and strokes the cat and says, "Poor pussy, poor pussy." The cat soon tries of that. He puts up his claw and quietly but firmly wrecks the guest in the leg. But sometimes what happens is, guest, when he comes, some of the guests who comes, when they see the creature, they feel pity on them and they just offer something to them. And that's why the cat becomes very happy and it waits for the other guests to arrive. But all the guests are not same. Some of the guests, it just looks at the cat and shows him its pity towards it. And when the guest shows its pity towards it, the cat feels very humiliated. And what does it do? It scratches the legs or the toes of the guest. "Oh," says the guest, "the cat stuck his claws into me." The delighted family remarks, it's sweet of him. Isn't it intelligent? He wants you to give him something to eat." So instead of giving something to eat by the guest, when the guest just says cat that it's so pity, then cat becomes quite, humiliated, because cat is sitting there expecting some food from the guest to get. But when it's not getting food, then it scratches the legs of legs or a toe of a guest, to make him understand that giving him flattery is not important, but giving him something to eat is important. So where his family member says, "Oh, he's trying to ask something to eat," then the guest understands that he scratches because he wants something to eat. The guest dares not to do what he would like to do, kick the cat out the window. So with tears of rage and pain in his eyes, he affects to be very much amused and sorts out a piece of fish from his plate and hands it down. The cat gingerly receives it with a look in his eye that says, "Another time, my friend, you won't be so slow to understand." He purrs as he retires to a safe distance from the guest before eating his food. But when cat sometimes comes and just do uneasy things to the guest likes to throw that cat out of the window. But it can't do that because he is not the owner of the house. And at the meantime, when foods are being offered to the guest, cat slowly rises up to the table and it takes a part of a fish from the plate of a guest and it runs away and says, "The next time you will understand me more faster than now." So this is how the cat shows its behavior. Next, when the family they finish with the tea and gathers round the fire, the cat usually goes out of the room. True life now begins for him. He saunters down his own backyard, springs to the top of fence, drops slightly down to the other side. He trots across the skips to the roof of an empty shed. His movement becomes lithe and panther-like. He looks keenly from side to side and moves noiselessly, for he has so many enemies, dogs and small boys with stones. So after the tea time is over, all the family members, when they sit in front of a fire, okay, in front of a bonfire to warm their body, then at that time, this cat, it doesn't stay there with its master. It just goes out of the house. It goes at the back side, it goes to the garden areas of the house, and it tries to climb up to the trees. And when it tries to climb up the tree, it sits at one place. And it looks everywhere with its eyes, so that because this cat's enemies are there, a number of enemies are there. Those are dogs, small boys who used to throw stones towards the cat. And the cat has to be careful not to get harmed by the dogs and the other small boys. On top of the shed, the cat arcs his back and rakes his claws once or twice through the soft bark of the old roof. So when it sits on the roof, when it sits on the branches of a tree, it tries to clean all over its body. And it climbs the tree as if the cat is a panther. Panther means what? This we usually say that cats are the breed from the tiger's family belongs to, right? So this cat shows this kind of behavior. He stretches himself a few times to see if every muscle is in full working order. Then drooping his head nearly to his paws, he sends across the call to his kindred. Before long, they come gliding gracefully shadows. No longer are they the meek creatures who an hour ago were moving for fish and meal. They are now grim fighters. So now the cat, when it's sitting up here in the branches, it looks everywhere. If it doesn't see anybody else, it tries to take a certain kind of a sound so that he is giving a hint to his nearby friends to come. Now it is time for us to go for a fight. Understood? So now this is a time where now they prove that they are the grim, they are the very serious fighters. Just think how much more he gets out of his life than you do out of yours. And the sport they have to, as they get older, they go in for sport to the suburban backyards. These backyards that are dull to us, are to them hunting grounds where they have more gallant adventure than King Arthur's knights ever had. It is always spoken as a reproach against cats that they are more fond of their home than of the people in it. Naturally, the cat doesn't like to leave his country, the land where all his friends are and where he knows every landmark. So, basically these cats are fond of the sports, like we human beings are fond of sports, playing football, cricket and many more sports are there. In comparison to this, cats are also very fond of the sports. They love to climb up the trees, they love to jump to the one part to the other, they love to call out their friends with a very rare sound, so that will be a very secret, only their friends knows that now it was a time for them to come. And most of these cats we find in the forest areas. We can find some of the cats we have. The cats we keep at home as a pet animal. There are jungle cats who stays in the forest and all. Okay. So ever since these cats, they are very fond of, especially not only its master it's fond of, it is fond of its home where it stays. It is fond of its country. It doesn't want to leave its place. It doesn't want to leave because it's been so long that cat is staying in that place, and that place has become closer to the cat, and it knows every landmark of that place. Where is this thing? Where it should go? What it should do? He is now acquainted with that place so closely that the cat usually doesn't want to leave a place once it has been kept there. Exiled in a new land, he would have to learn a new geography. Again, if he has been taken to some other new place, he has to learn a very new geography. Means he has to learn all the new things he has to go through, isn't it? Like he has to make the new friends. He has to when he has to go around to the houses once again to see where are things, where to go, this and that. So for the cat, if it's been taken to a new place, it takes time for him to adjust. So that's why this cat usually doesn't want to leave its original home. So when the family moves, the cat, if allowed, will stay at the old house and attach himself to the new tenants. So the people who stays in a rent, those people are known as a tenant. Okay, so the people staying in a rented house, they sometimes they are not satisfied with some of the things, so they change their place. So when they change their place, if they have a pet cat, they also want to take the cat along with them, but cat disagrees to go with their master because it doesn't want, because more than its master, it is attached with that house because he has been staying there for so long and he is familiar now with the landmark, with the places, with everything of that place. It doesn't want to leave. So the tenant has to leave that cat there and he has to go, and that cat stays there with a very new tenant, whoever comes there, and he will make a master, and that new tenant will be the master of that cat. He will give them the privilege of boarding him while he enjoys life in his own way. So he loves to say goodbye to his previous master and he loves to welcome his new master. But he runs his life in a daily way, in a daily basis, the way he likes to. So this is all the story of a cat, how the cat is. Here we can see the cat or the acrobats and athletes, how he can climb up the trees. It's a very grim fighter because it loves to fight, not only single, but it calls its friends and loves to fight. It loves to hunt for its enemy, that is a rat and mice. So these are all the character and the behavior of the cat that we have read through this story. Please, I request all the students to go through these stories, go through this video, so that it will be clear, so it will be comfortable for you to understand the story. Is that clear? Please note down this importance also. Thank you.